This is a vibratone. You get it from a music store or online. Nota B. Nota B relaxes muscle. Guess what? Do I have a theme going here? Now, if we take that Nota B and we just send it out to the room, some of you may get a little bit of a sensation from that. But if we take it, what did you notice when I pointed it at the balance card?
A lot more sustained.
A lot more sustained. How about the response in the body as far as the muscles? Some of you get a little quiver and release.
It filled up the whole energy field of the paper.
Okay, filled up the whole energy field of it. So for any of you that work with light of any kind, sound, crystals, oils already, it's a way to enhance what you're already doing. But let's take that a little bit farther. We take the regular balance card, and let's say
Question?
yes, please.
Does it matter which way it's facing the chart?
It does not matter which way it's facing to carry the frequency. That was the question. So it doesn't matter. Like I said, we have to get away from mentally thinking about this being up, just because the triangle is pointing up. If we turn it to the side, we turn it upside down, the energy coming from this does not change. It just changes a little bit where it resonates in your body. So, I'm going to take this card, send the energy of this card to here, to there. Because you know when you're working with radionics and sending frequencies, some of you know how that works. You just need a substance, a picture, a crystal, or whatever, and you can send it somewhere else remotely. So this is the energy of nitric oxide. Now, nitric oxide is that feel-good thing. You know, you laugh so hard that you can't get off the sofa or out of the chair. It's like you just can't get up, you're laughing so hard. You have to hang on to the door frame because someone just cracked a joke or you saw something on TV and your body produces nitric oxide. It dilates all your blood vessels and you have that momentary weakness. And for those of you that have sex, or at least good sex, it produces nitric oxide also. So that feel-good feeling after good sex, that you just want to lay there for a little bit, that's your blood vessels dilated, and your body's relaxing, okay? So we're going to use this card, because with this, you won't need laughter or sex. You can just use the card. What was that?
How do you stay in business?
How do I stay in business? Okay, we won't go there. All right, so I'm going to take the nitric oxide, I'm going to place it on the card, I'm going to rotate it a little bit. I'm going to point the card at that one. And there we go. We start relaxing the blood vessels. What do you notice? Got a numbing, relaxing. Feel more circulation going to extremities.
It's also going deeper.
Also going deeper, yes. Because as your blood vessels, I mean, think about it. When someone has a headache, what do you take? A vasodilator to dilate the blood vessels, to get more blood and oxygen to the brain, so that that helps release the pressure, and your headache goes away. Because your headache is being caused by starvation. You're not getting enough blood and oxygen. You're starving. You dilate the blood vessels, it gives more blood and oxygen, the headache goes away. All right, so far, what are you feeling? Here we go, everybody once again.
relaxed and peaceful.
Very relaxed and peaceful. Good. Again, just
Very relaxed.
more relaxed.
More energy in my feet.
More energy in your
Feet.
Okay, improve circulation.
Tingling in my fingers.
Eyesight getting better. More blood circulation to the eyes. How'd you like to sleep with this?
That was the question.
Set this up beside the bed, put a little piece of garlic, put a little red light, put some essential oil on a cotton ball, set up a card. Doesn't raise your electric bill.
What is the little card set on?
This is the balance card, a small version.
I saw that.
And this card, which is the energy of nitric oxide in biomorphic geometry form, and it projects it.
But you don't have to aim it at that one, it's just projecting it up.
Well, I turn it around to this case with the triangle going in this direction as to enhance the carrier wave. And to take this one step farther, because I like doing that. Yeah, we better stop this. You guys will be too relaxed. I'm having enough trouble getting a response out of you. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever taken hydrogen peroxide, put a few drops in water. I'm talking food-grade hydrogen peroxide. It kills bacteria, viruses, and things in the body. And we have a hydrogen peroxide card here. We'll just put it right there. Breaking in. How many of you can taste the hydrogen peroxide? Yeah. Start to get that feeling in your mouth, just as if you could just sip some water with hydrogen peroxide in it. I said it's pretty good for a piece of paper. Got a piece of vinyl, piece of paper. I mean, we can do things. Get your teeth cleaned. That's right. Yes.
Now, would that be effective for oxygenating the blood?
It will help in oxygenating the blood if we were using more of the nitric oxide than this. This is more about just getting the energy of the hydrogen peroxide in there, and energetically it will help more with bacteria and things in the body. So these are just a few things that I've done that I'm still working on. These are kind of like my originals. How many of you?
I have a question. If you were working on a person, like you had a person who has a deep-seated infection that they're having trouble healing up with regular medical care, if they were to try that, wouldn't that be constantly working from the inside out wouldn't it be beneficial?
Yes, if anyone has something that's a deep systemic type of bacterial infection or something like that, to get the energy of the hydrogen peroxide deeper into the tissue, because energetically this goes everywhere, into every cell, every molecule. So yes, anything, infection like that, it can be helpful. Yes?
But what about for complex situations like the Lyme disease?
For Lyme disease, it's a little more complex than just this. There's the bacterial aspect that you can help with hydrogen peroxide and other things, but then there's also the Babesia, auricula, and some of the other co-infections that need other things. So that would be a lot more complex to work with.
You have cards for that?
Don't have cards for that yet. You know me, I'm working on it.
Put me on the list.
Now, how many of you spent a fair amount of time with the cell phone, the computer? Just a quick show of hands. Okay. Everybody's always talking about EMF. People get EMF sensitivity. Well, guess what? Your body holds on to a lot of the electromagnetic energy. There's a card for that. Just put that card here. And that can help your body release some of the electromagnetic energy. Where do you feel it releasing from? Chest? Emptying out your energy field. Hands, third eye. Up through the chest.
Just felt an overall shift. I don't know what it was.
Okay.
It shifted when you put that card in.
Now, this is helping not only to clear it out on the cellular level, but also out of your bioplasmic field, 5 or 6 inches out from the body, out of your aura, out of your chakras, Like I said, it's a good piece of paper. Okay. How long? Again, going back to what I said earlier, everyone's going to have to intuit or DAOs or whatever, their length of time. And sometimes you'll work with this for 5 minutes and that's all you need because you need to come back tomorrow. Because if you go for 15 or 20 minutes, you might send yourself into a healing crisis. So individually, you will have to determine how long to work with something like this. One more thing here before we move on to some of the Restore Your Divine Blueprint diagrams. And this one I just created since I've been here. I was talking to Jason out there, and he was talking about some mushrooms that he's working with now and how it helps to clear the excess glucose out of the cells. And with all of the artificial sweeteners, concentrated sweeteners, the high fructose, this and that, we all have excess amounts of this crap, excuse me, in our cells, and it affects the function of our cells. So the electrical conductivity, cell to cell, is all affected by that. So I sat down with a little piece of paper, which I do quite often. Now before I do this, some of you that just kind of finished up with that last one, what did you notice with the EMF clearing? Heads clearer? Lighter? Okay. Extension field? Okay. When we listen to the mainstream media and science right now, many of them are saying we are not affected by all of this, and the smart meters and everything else. What would you say to that? So the cumulative effect is what we're concerned with, because we don't know how much time it will take my body versus your body to take on a cumulative effect to a point where it's going to affect our health, because we're all individual. But we need to know that we can get it out. Just like working with our cells. This is to help release the excess glucose from your cells. So some of you that are very visual and can go within and actually see that, some of you will be able to feel it or sense it.
Someone's diabetic, should they be aware?
With this, again, if you're diabetic or something, yes, it's, again, the amount of time that you spend with it. It's a good something for a diabetic. However, getting too much out too fast can create some problems. And that's why I'm not leaving these up too long. I don't want everyone to go out of here and need to go take a nap. Miss your next talk, you know. But what are some of you experiencing right now with this as it's clearing?
I'm sensing almost like bubbles, and through my whole system, it just feels like carbonated water or something.
Okay, feels like carbonated water. And this is what's happening as the excess glucose is coming out. You're actually getting more light into the cells, because it's really dragging the energy of the cells down. Yes?
I'm very tired, I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open.
Having trouble keeping your eyes open, making you tired? A lot of times, if you think of the amount of stress that's been in the cells because of the excess glucose, they're tired. Okay, so as we start to get it out, the cells, the body, the tissue, everything wants to relax. Yes, there was someone over here.
Same thing. Same thing, I feel tired.
Feeling tired also? You?
Tied in the chest.
Okay, kind of tight. Okay, in the chest.
I'm feeling much less tired.
Feeling less tired. And that's what I say, across the board, it's going to be different.